All right, so this is going to be an introduction to Map Align. First thing you're going to do is you're going to go in and find a map from a mod that you have not put into Roll20 yet. You'll grab your Snipping Tool, which you should be able to find in the Start menu, and grab your image. Save that somewhere convenient. I save all of mine to a folder for that specific mod, and give it whatever map name you want. It doesn't matter, you're not going to use this after this step. Next thing you're going to do is you are going to open the Map Align tool. So you'll see me trying to find it here on my desktop. You get Map Align open. You'll open the picture file you just saved. So click the open button, select your file, click enter, hit the open button. And you'll see you now have a map in the Map Align tool. Next thing you're going to want to do is set how big a square is supposed to be. So you click and drag over a square. Super simple. Nobody's perfect. You're going to see it doesn't align quite right. It looks like all of our squares are a little bit too big, those red ones that just popped up. So we're just going to click this button here to shorten them up a little bit until the lines line up as best as possible. See, looks pretty good, right? They're also a little bit too wide. So we're going to want to adjust the height, which we already did. Now we're going to want to adjust the width. Click the width down till it looks pretty good. That seems to align almost perfectly. The maps that are drawn on notebooks are never perfect out of the D&D mod, so you're not going to get a perfect alignment, but you're going to get one that's pretty good. You'll see when you save it, it actually tells you exactly how high and how wide each of these is supposed to be. So if you look over here, it says it's supposed to be 22 wide, 19 high. We're going to go over here to Roll20. We're going to set our new map to being exactly that, 22 wide, 19 high. We're going to take our map and drop it in just like you would any other map. And then we are going to drag the corners. So we'll set it in the top left corner, drag the bottom right corner down to the bottom right, and you have a perfectly aligned map. You can see that the notebook lines align with the red lines on our map here. If you want, you can use the notebook lines, just get rid of all the red lines there, super easy, and you are done. I do want to talk a little bit about some of the other options that are in here. So the tile width is going to obviously make your red lines bigger and smaller. Tile height is going to make them bigger and smaller in the height direction. You can change the color of your lines, which is nice if you're going to actually include the line on your export. So these lines that you can see, these red lines, can actually be saved down with it. So if you click this button here, grid added to image on save, those red lines will actually save in the image with your map. This background color is actually what filters in along the edge of your map. So you'll see when we clicked and dragged, it added a whole bunch of stuff to the map on the edges. That is where you're setting that color in that last option. And that's it. Pretty straightforward. You should be able to do this in just a couple of minutes for every map. Probably once you're used to it, you'll get it down to maybe 30 seconds or so.